Hi guys, welcome to my channel Shiva's Tech Hub. So in this series of Java tutorials, today we will be looking at how to write a sample hello world program in Java and try to compile and execute it to make sure like Java C and Java commands are working as expected. So in this tutorial, first we will be looking at writing a sample program in a notepad. Then later we will be using Eclipse integrated development environment for writing and executing it. Okay, so for starting this, let me open command prompt. Okay, so once the command prompt is opened, let us create a new directory to store all my Java related files. So the command is mkdir. So I'm just creating a directory with name Shiva Tech Hub Java, where I will be storing all my Java files. Now let me switch to that particular directory. So it is change directory cd Shiva Tech Hub Java. Okay, so now that I have created a directory in this particular folder, let me create a Java file and write some set of statements to print hello world. Okay, so for that, notepad space hello world dot java. Okay, so what it does is it opens notepad and creates a file hello world dot java without any content. So let us write the content. So first, any Java program always starts with a keyword class. The file name and the class name should be same and it is case sensitive. Let me write the next step. Public static void main string args. Okay. So then open res which shows us the starting point of the main function. Then system dot out dot println hello world. Welcome to Java programming. Okay. So let me close the main function then class. Right, so now that I have created a sample hello world program, let me try to compile and execute it. Okay, so first the command for compilation is javac space hello world dot java. Okay, so as we have seen in our earlier tutorials, like whenever you compile a Java program, what it does is it generates a class file which has the bytecode. So let us check if it has created a class file. Okay, so by entering dir, if you see here, this is the hello world.java file which I have created, and I have written a sample print statement. Let me mark it. So this is the Java file which I have created, and after compilation, this is the class file it got generated, which has the bytecode. Got it? So this is how it will be generating a class file. Okay, so our next step is to run the Java program to make sure like the output is being written. So let me clear this screen. Java space hello world. Okay, so it has printed the text that I have written in system.out.println. Hello world, welcome to Java programming. Okay, so it means like the Java compiler and also the Java runtime environment, which is Java command, it is working as expected without any issues. Okay, so now let us try to write the same program in Eclipse and also understand what do we mean by public static void main string args and so on. Okay, so let me open Eclipse. Okay, so I have already created a new workspace which is Shiva space Tech Hub. So let me launch it. Okay, so now that this is the startup screen for Eclipse. So we can create multiple types of projects from over this left panel, and also you can do it by using file new and create the type of project which you want. So in this case, since we are dealing with Java, let me create a Java project. Okay, so select other, click on Java project. So let me give a project name. So it can be Shiva Tech Hub Java Practice. Okay, so this is the project name which I am creating, and I can select the execution environments. So since I don't have 18 Java 18 version, so I am going to select Java 17 as my runtime environment for compilation and executing. Click on next. So this is the standard hierarchy which Java creates whenever we try to create a new Java project. So under this project name, it is a folder, project folder, it will create a source files. Okay, source folder or source directory under which we will be writing our Java files. Just click on finish, open perspective. Yeah. Okay, so now that we have created a project and it is being configured with the Java runtime environment, which is 17 version, and also a source folder is created. Okay, as a standard practice, let me create a package, new package. So in the coming tutorials, we will also be looking at what actually is package, class, and different object-oriented programming concepts. For now, for this particular tutorial or session, we will just try to create a package with some name. Okay, so I will use the same name. Shiva Tech Up Java Practice, click on finish. Now that it has created a package with the same name, let me create a sample Hello World program. Okay, so this is the advantage of using an editor, integrated development environment. The reason being you need not type the entire code. So it will automatically ask you for the modifier and also the some standard stubs you can automatically create by checking this. For example, it will automatically write a public static void main statement. Okay, so let me save it with hello.java. Okay, instead of hello world, I am just using hello. Okay, then class name and the file name is the same. Okay, now let me write the system.out.println statement. So there is a shortcut for this. You can just type in syso, then press control space. Then it will automatically fill in the particular statement, system.out.println statement. Welcome to Java programming. Okay, now let us execute it. Run as Java application. Okay, so this is what you need to select it. Right click, run as Java application. So it has printed you with the output. So whatever is being written under system.out.println, the same thing is printed over here. Okay, so now let us understand this Java program line by line. Okay, so now the first statement is nothing but it is the package declaration. Okay, so this particular class file you are writing it under a package. The package name is Shiva TechUp Java Practice. Okay, so this is the statement. So this particular line is telling you that you are writing a class file or creating a class file under this particular package. So that is why you need to specify the package declaration which tells the Java compiler whenever it is executing, this particular class is being written under this package. Okay, then public class hello. Okay, so public is an access specifier and class is the keyword in Java, or you can also call it as a result keyword, and this is the class name. Okay, which defines like this is the class which we are going to create, under which we can have a series of variables or methods or anything. We can create multiple objects, we can call methods using those objects, and so on. Okay, now let us try to understand this important statement, which is public static void main. Okay, so this is the starting point of any Java program. Okay, so Java compiler automatically by default comes to this particular statement. It will check if the syntax is correct, then it will execute all the statements that are present under this. Okay, as I said, public is nothing but one which can be accessed globally. Okay, not within this class but outside of this class also. Whatever functions you are specifying with public access specifier, then automatically it will be called, it is accessible. Now why are we specifying public for a main function? Okay, as I said, Java virtual machine, whenever it is trying to compile or execute a Java program, it automatically checks whether there is a main function or not. Since Java virtual machine related libraries or Java virtual machine is not present for this particular class, it is present outside of this particular class, right? Then there should be a way for this main function to be accessed by Java virtual machine. So in order for main function to make access to Java virtual machine, we need to write public. Okay, so that is the meaning of public. It can be accessed globally within the class and outside the class. Now, let us go with the next keyword, which is static. Normally, whenever we try to create a method within a class, we need to create an object, which you can also call it as instance of a class. Using that object, we can access all the variables or methods that are present in the class. Now, why are we writing static? So Java virtual machine, whenever it is calling this, as I said, for every Java method, there should be an object, right? Using object by which we can call all the methods. So whenever we are writing it as static, we need not explicitly create an object which is a memory wastage, right? So it automatically identifies it as static, then automatically this main function is being called. So static means you did not explicitly create an object for calling any methods. Okay. Now let us consider what is this next keyword. It is void, which specifies this main method doesn't return anything. Okay, so whenever Java program is being executed, Java compiler, it doesn't need any return statements. Okay, it doesn't do anything with whatever function this main function is returning. So that is why we need to specify it as void. We can also check the other combinations. What if we give integer in place of void, float in place of void? What will Java compiler throw? We will also be checking in this video. For now, let us understand the positive scenario, like giving public static void, and main is nothing but it is not an keyword or a reserved in Java, but this is just an identifier for Java virtual machine that this is the starting point of the Java program. Okay. Now, this is nothing but string arguments. These are nothing but the command line arguments which you specify at the time of runtime. Okay, so whenever you are executing Java space hello world program, right? That time we will be specifying some set of arguments. You can type in any argument, based on that it will execute. Based on that arguments which are specified, it will execute that particular program. You can call this as command line arguments. Okay, which is a array type, and the data type is string. Okay, it accepts multiple values, not single value. Okay, so this is, we already know, system is nothing but you are trying to print something in the output console. So that is why you will be adding it as system dot out dot println. So we can also write this statement as print. The difference between println and print is after printing this text, the control will move to the next line. Whereas the normal print statement, after printing this particular text, it will stay in the same line. Okay, it will continue in the same line. So let us check. Okay, so let me try to execute it. Run as Java application. Now, if you see, this is the first println statement and this is the print statement. Now, let me try to print one more statement using print. Okay. Okay, so this is the next statement which I am trying to print using normal print, not println. Okay, and as Java application. If you see here, the first statement it has printed and the control moved to the next line. Then system.out.print hello world, welcome to Java program. It has printed the same text twice. Okay, it is done. Okay, print. Now the control didn't move to the next line. It stayed in the same line because we have not given print ln statement. We have just given print statement. So that is the difference between ln and without ln. Okay, println statement and print. Okay, got it right? So this is how we will be writing a sample Java program using Notepad as well as Eclipse IDE. So in the coming tutorials, we will also be using some other IDEs like VS Code and also NetBeans, IntelliJ for writing our Java programs. That's it for this video, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel Shiva's Tech Hub and get notified to the future updates, and also don't forget to share it on various social media platforms. Thank you.